Hello and welcome. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. It's a little bit dark in here. Brighten it up a little bit. Not much. Just a little bit. Oh my God. This shit, ladies and gentlemen, I've went through lately has been too fucking much. Just a little bit too much. But it's not going to stop me from doing all signs tonight. I can't even pretend to act like it doesn't bother me. You're going to see it in my face. You're going to see it in my expression. You're going to understand it. So it is what it is. And we're going to move forward. Straight to the point. All signs Aries. Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? Aries, right off the bat, they hit the floor. I mean, they fucking really hit the floor. It's about starting over, letting things go that upset you, and trying not. I get this feeling of trying not to feel stuck to where you've been. What the fuck? Here we go. Aries, straight to the point. It's a lot to do with how you emotionally feel about life, or what's transpired, where you want to go, where you want to see things work. Hold on. 3 of coins. 4 of coins. What you want to establish. It's almost like wanting things to be concrete. They just don't feel like they're there. And feeling like they're not going to show up. What the hell is this? Here we go. Aries. Wanting to make decisions towards manifesting. I'm going to tell you a celebration, a stronger reality, letting go of the past, and not feeling anything that feels like it's going to stump you. Your card in reverse. Stump you. It ain't in the future. It's in the past. It's things of the past. It feels like it's hindered your nature. You're trying to move on past it with a Magician. Knight of Wands. 2 of... But you still feel stuck. What the fuck? It's pulling me in a direction where it's like you're not really sure what avenue or direction to take. How do I go forward? What am I supposed to do? Some of you Aries are so. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be that kind of cocksucker. I don't care. I'm good at being real, like too good. Some of you Aries are stuck on where it's like if that didn't resonate for you, you're trying to be too bullheaded for knowing the truth. But you know that's the fucking truth. Like, I don't care. Fuck you and good night. Like, I'm over that. I'm over that. And that fucking superior, like, it's almost like a superior nature I have to feeling not like a super being, but being superior to you. Like, get over your shit. Get over that bullshit. Some of you are going to be very, very focused on career or putting the right judgments forward towards it. Others of you are going to be a little bit worried about the outcome. I don't know why I get worried, but for me to get the High Priestess and the Death Card together, that's worrying. That's worrying about what's going to happen. How am I going to make it move forward? Or how am I not going to get locked behind? Balance is going to be key. Temperance is not going to be your friend. I feel like you want it to be something you're aware of or you have to have, but you still struggle with it. What do they learn? I feel like you're going to learn that love comes with direction. And the direction is the love that you appreciate, move towards, or decide to sit back from. A lot of you may feel like it's just not here for you, but you want it to move towards you. You have a very in and out nature towards love. I bet you it's a yes. No, it's a no. I was wrong. It's going to happen. No decisions, manifestations in the past, celebrations. So it shows me a lot of. Okay, so now I get it. So Aries, it's telling me you can't look at the past. It's blatantly telling me I can't look at the past. I can't focus on my past. A lot of you Aries, female or male, it probably has a lot to do with your past interrupting your future. Now, why would that happen? Why would somebody like me tell you that's going to happen? Did something happen that was out of source that shouldn't have happened that you're aware of? Are we talking about secrets that we shouldn't be online? You tell me. Let's keep going. Aries, straight to the point. Aries, straight to the point. Oh, a lot of you Aries have let go of hope or belief in love, it's telling me. I get this weird energy where it doesn't show it on the table. I don't need the cards to tell me, but it doesn't show me on the table that it's like you've let go of hope or love or respect for it, but you still want it to come around. The whole want it to come around part, I get from me, my intuition, me knowing psychically. You have like this, the world's been unforgiving energy, and I'm trying to trust how to restart and move in that direction. I need to find the source of balance, but I'm still struggling with the patience for the victory or believing in it. What the fuck? Let's keep going. A little bit more for Aries. You're not probably going to love this message. I don't care how you feel about it. It ain't about how you feel about it. It's about what you want to acknowledge. This is like I don't want to acknowledge this message reading for Aries. And it's too fucking bad. Here we go. Don't have any fear or anxiety with forward momentum or strength or trust. It feels like I don't get trust out of that card a lot, but I feel like trust more than strength. Like trust the direction. Go towards the things that you want to see work out. This is so, I'm reading you more than I'm reading the cards. I don't usually do this. So go towards the direction you want to see build, Aries, but don't forget about what you really want. Do not forget about what you really want. What's going to emotionally make you feel happy? What's going to make you feel like you made the right decision at the end of the day? I feel like that's what you got to unlock the keys to. That's what you got to unburn yourself from. It does feel like I get like a far away sense. Like it feels far away or it's not going to happen energy. I can't condone the energy you feel. I can just tell you the energy I perceive. Here we go. Work towards change. Work towards change and accept it. Don't get upset and aim for the balance and just move towards, look at this, just move towards the shit. Even if it feels stubbornly or unprogressive, go towards it. It doesn't have to happen at your disposal, but your heart has to be open for the disposal to happen. Otherwise, you're going to drown in sorrow. And I feel like you try not to stress emotionally about how you feel, but it's kept you stuck for too long. Woman or man, and that outcome is not what you're supposed to be facing. Face the passions. I almost want to say longevity, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like face the reality. Go to the bottom. It's only up to you if you're going to make the changes or hold back. The Magician reverses, don't lie to yourself. It's almost like you're fighting like a wounded ending. You have the Knight of Wands. You're supposed to play with the energy that you accept inside of yourself or that you really need to admit that you want and make the decision. We'll do one more off the bottom together. If your heart's closed, what is it going to do for you? Is it going to help you? Is it going to help you or is it supposed to be open, Aries? Is it going to help you, or is it supposed to be open, Aries? You tell me. Your card came up last. I almost feel like, Aries, you get this energy where it's like you don't know who to trust, or if you should trust it forward, or why would I even put the effort in when it's just not showing up? That's not healthy. Look at this. That's just going to make you feel devastated or hurt. It's not healthy emotionally. Focus on what's good for you. And I feel like you're really trying to hide this. I get this energy where it's like, unless you trusted them, like you could like basically tell them all your secrets, you ain't telling them shit. Whatever. Here we go. Taurus. Taurus. Straight to the point for Taurus. Hold on, Taurus. Before we do you, Aries, nothing's going to change unless you do. You have to make that sacrifice. And a lot of you are like, I've already made too many sacrifices. Or I have tried to make the sacrifice, but it didn't work, Leon. No, there's no Leon here. There's you not admitting to sacrificing hard enough, Aries. Now, Taurus. I feel a little bit better about that. Here we go. Taurus. Trust me, there was a lot I wanted to come off the fly with and just be dead ass open with the channel. But I'm like, what's the fucking point? Why am I going to tell them where I've been, what I've dealt with, what they watch, what's important to me, should be important to them, but nobody's paying attention. Well, I got some that pay attention or have gotten enough out of me. I've got residual people who watch, and I understand that. But there's a difference between residual energy, people respecting you for what you have to offer, or being that aligned with guidance, versus those who are not. Trust me on that. That just keeps flowing and flowing. Like, oh, it's so hard for me not to post something online where it's like, I'm just over it. I'm just so over that bullshit. Taurus. I mean, I'm talking to where it's bad. It's bad out here. Fuck it. I'm going to talk. Fuck it. I'm going to smoke a cigarette and I'm going to talk. Because if I don't, I won't feel good about not saying anything. So we're going to talk. We're going to talk. Not the last time I've done it. Not the first time. It's been very fucking accurate. Aggravates the fuck out of my soul. So, let's talk about it. You know what disgusts me with spiritualism? Is how many people will run to it. How many people will proclaim a name on themselves that they're not entitled to. Or how many people will try to stab, not only, mostly tarot. It's mostly tarot. They're not stupid enough to come after somebody like me. They're not dumb. They're not that stupid, because I would fire back. I'm a fire sign with a lot of earth. I try to stay balanced, but I can't always shut my fucking mouth. But they'll come after tarot. Like what I saw earlier today. I think his name's Russell Brand. Russell Brand pulled a tarot card out, and I'm like, I know you're famous, bitch. No, you fucking didn't. And immediately after, it jumps into this other like white girl with blonde hair, and she's talking about how tarot's the devil, how all it can speak about is the devil, and how you need to go to church. And I'm like, well, you know what's kind of ironic in my nature is how come I'm not telling you how the Bible is the devil? How come I'm not telling you how science is the devil, but they all want to pit it towards spiritualism? Is it because they haven't grasped or learned the identity of something that's not in the physical? Well, with the Bible, they can't regardless. With science, yes, they can. But still, how much are you willing to pay attention? Or who are you willing to pay attention? Or why do you pay attention? These are the questions I ask. So what are you asking yourself? But I'm also the guy who, I'll jump up in a chat room. I could be in there silently next to you. You have no fucking clue. And I don't know if the person's getting it right or wrong. That's the true part of spiritualism. That's the true practice of love and respect for people. And I feel like it's gone today. I feel like people don't recognize what's important. They only recognize what they don't fear or what they feel brings them a little bit of happiness, laughter, or closure at that immediate intersection. And it's like, what the fuck is that? That doesn't teach you anything. That gets you high in your hopes for a second, just to turn you into like, well, and it's just it's sad. I feel like I'm getting too old or too comfortable with something that's a past tense that's been beaten to shit that nobody respects, and they need to learn how to respect it again. And I'm at that point in that phase of my life, and I'm one of those type of guys where like I learn something, I get really good at it, and then I move on. And I'm not trying to move on, but I feel propelled towards like, well, what am I doing? And why am I doing it if nobody's willing to move on with me? And it's not about you have to move with me. It's about if they're not willing or ready for it, why am I wasting my time with it? Anytime I've done this in career aspect, I've left it after I've gained it, acknowledged it, or seen what's going to happen in the future and stopped the outcome. My family had a hard time with acknowledging that about me until it became to an extent to where it was like, holy shit, we should have been listening to him all the time. But we weren't. We weren't. So if I'm willing to tell you that part of my life, think about the life I'm trying to explore with you, or the life you should be trying to identify with. I don't know, but we're going to go to Taurus. I don't know, maybe it doesn't make sense to a lot. Maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe you're just where you're supposed to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's going to be where they need to be when they're ready for what they're ready for. But to me, it's like, how much fucking nonsense can you deal with? How much can you tolerate versus how much should you tolerate? And why should you put up with it? Here we go. Holy shit, Taurus. It tells me there's situations that have made you feel uneasy that I feel like you've tried to move away from or move towards trusting yourself. I get a lot of trust or ability inside of yourself, or knowing that it's not going to be, you have this, I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't want to stress about how I feel, but I need change. You have this, I need change. And the devil reversed and making the correct decisions. So your motive may feel like things haven't worked out or people haven't valued your experience, and you just want to focus on the goals ahead. Not just the goals. I get like a matter of comfort of, it doesn't feel like validation, but it feels like feeling appreciated or in the right area or comfort zone with where you are or what feels right. Hold on. Taurus. Emotionally, I feel like you're really focused on career. Career seems like it's the one thing that you really want to see transform or grow into something to where you can feel like it was the right motive, right respect. I don't see you wanting to stress about love right now. I feel like when it comes to love, you're trying to let go of that and accept the changes that could follow. I do see emotionally, though, you would like to see it work forward and without patterns or without disrespect. Something about without feeling disrespected or feeling, there's two things here that I'm getting. Like you don't want it to feel like it's disrespect or at a distance, whatever the fuck that's about. Here we go. Love and manifesting it and not being upset about how it works itself out, how the course or the direction takes place. Not being upset about it before the direction even happens. I feel like you're very solid. I'm trying to be patient with seeing forward movement, celebrating the things that don't don't remind you of what you've been through. You have a solo energy, but wanting happiness, but not wanting to feel like people can distract you on the way to your happiness while you build. Here we go. You could feel like you're struggling to see things change in your environment or making the right decision in where you're going to go or where I fit. Or do these people fit for me? You could be focusing on that. And if you're not focusing on the first part, the second part will happen soon. Here we go. I'm going to tell you right now, I almost get this energy to where it's like you're going to want to give it a chance, but it's going to feel kind of like it's too risky for your happiness, for it to balance out, or for it not to become part of the past. Oh, shit. Balance. Your happiness in reverse. This was actually reversed. This is the part that made me understand it. It's like emotionally you want to accept this, but it feels like it's going to be too much. It's going to be too heavy, or you're not going to want to deal with this. You're not going to want to hold to this love situation. You're going to want to feel like, you know what, if I focus on it, it's going to be my imagination or it's going to hurt. You have like I don't want to be hurt, and I'll move on fast and I can let it hurt me energy. I have to trust my experience and not look back or feel guilty. I can't feel guilty or accept something that's not going to tolerate me, or I can't tolerate the world. The world's upside right. I have to move on. You have a very important energy. It's like I need to focus on the importance of my importance right now. I need to establish that connection. I can't hold on to resentment, judgments, outcomes that I had to cross out or say goodbye to. I did feel like at one point I wanted to fight for something, but it was a deep-rooted lie. It was a deep-rooted lie. Or every time I wanted to balance with a situation emotionally, it made me feel like shit. And I feel like you're over it. I feel like the death card in reverse is you speaking acknowledgement to where something hurt, or somebody didn't. It's almost like somebody didn't want to believe in you or believe in how you felt about a situation. And I feel like you're like over that. I feel like you're like, nah, I can't do that. I do feel like you're very trying to focus on more or less direction for yourself right now than anything. And I do get love crosses your mind. I do pick up love crosses your mind. But I do feel like as much as it crosses your mind, it feels like it'll slow you down. Whatever. I can't explain it. I can just feel it. Here we go. And don't let the past make up your mind, though, Taurus. Don't let the past make up your mind. Anything else for Taurus? Only about 4 to 6 cards. See what we get. Taurus. You gotta let go of things that didn't work out or hurts you. And just try to keep learning as you go. I got 4. Here's 5. Because I feel like you're trying to cut free of things and start over. You have I need to start over energy, or I've already decided to start over energy, but I still feel, I get this like without the tarot, I get this, I feel complacent, or I don't know if I made the right judgment. Trust yourself. Learn how to trust yourself and believe in yourself. I didn't get here with just trying to be somebody on the internet. And I'm not to where I believe I belong. Actually, I know, and I hate to say that because that sounds condescending or egotistical like a Leo. And I'm very unegotistical. I'm very the opposite of a Leo. I mean, I get like that. I get pissed off. I get mad. I have that fire in me. I wanted to come over here earlier today for you hours ago with so much fire, and I chose not to. So much fire. And I'm like, no, don't do it. What the fuck's the point? People are just only going to be aware of what they're perceptive to anyway. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you have to grasp the energy. of people. You have to let go of the rest. Doesn't mean I still won't talk and tell you some shit. I will if I have to, if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me ask a question. I don't usually look at the chat. I'm going to look. I'm going to light a cigarette, but I'm going to look at the chat. How many of you guys saw somebody get belligerent in my comments last time? How many of you seen this stupid Sarah bitch get belligerent in my comments before I replied and said something back? How many? I'll wait. I'll wait, and then we'll talk. I'm so sick of shit. On the up and up, I've had a lot of self-acknowledgement, self-respect, self-gain. In the recent week, I've been gone a little over a week to even where people wanted readings and I wouldn't offer them. Willing to pay me money, and I said, nope, I ain't giving you a reading. Or I skipped out on the reading. I understood why they didn't. But they could have went to anybody and got that fucking reading and got ripped off. Or I'm not going to rip you off if I don't feel right about it. People are people. You got to let people be who they're going to be. And you have to learn from your own experiences or from trusting what you believe in or who you believe in. Like the whole fucking science / fucking Christianity / tarot's the devil. Like, don't use somebody's fucking channel that's famous to try to get you to pit maneuver people to fucking away from spiritualism because it's the devil. Tarot's all the devil. No, it's not. Tarot's not all the devil. There's plenty of people, whether it's me or somebody else, who can read tarot and can read the good and the bad for somebody's life. But if somebody decides to decipher it to a certain extent they can't unbreach their own reality, it's because they're brainwashed. And this isn't about brainwashing you. And if there's anybody out there trying to brainwash you, just be collectively aware of it. You shouldn't feel that way. That's not how life is. Jody wrote, who heals the healer? Jody, 333. Who heals the healer? Who do you think heals the healer? You tell me who you think heals the healer, Jody. It's different for all healers. Actually, I don't even want to answer the question because you really just started making me work on healers. And that's what I do. Like, all right, Jody. All right, just to shut your ass up, I'm going to shut your ass up real quick, Jody. I don't care if you stay subscribed, unsubscribed. I don't give a fuck. Just to shut your bitch ass up, I'm going to tell you something. I'm the healer who reads healers. One more time. One more time, audience. Let's go. You want to clap that ass? Want to stick my finger up your butthole? I'm going to make you smell it after? Like literally. I'm the healer who heals healers. Whether they're ready to acknowledge it or not. So who the fuck are you talking to? And why would you even say something that stupid? Who heals who? Who heals what? Dumb. That's just stupid. But in my sense, in my acknowledgement of what I've done and what I can achieve. In other words, let me make sense of it for you and for everybody else watching. If you're open to the reality of spiritualism, it makes it that much easier for me to read you. So if you're a reader and I'm a psychic medium, do you think it's going to be harder or easier for me to read you? Kind of think about it. Let's have some common sense. Let's have some acknowledgement. Let's have it to the extent where somebody who, I'm not going to say names. I'm going to be nice. Let's say somebody who said names. You know what I'm saying? Like in the past, somebody who was doing old records. I'm going to say old records. Akashic records. I'm like, the fucking lady doesn't know what she's doing. She's fucking gone. She's just reading what she wants to tell people. And she won't understand me. I said this specifically to a female older than me. So she doesn't know me. She doesn't understand me. What do you think that female told that female? I don't understand him. Ting tong ting, I don't understand you. I'm done. I'm so over the bullshit out here. It's pathetic to me. You know what I mean? To where it's like, I get people want to do it for business. Yes, I wanted it to be good for business. I wanted to kind of be a philanthropist with it, and I wanted to give back to you. Even though I still want that, that doesn't change me from the acknowledgement of why I started, or how long I waited before I started to see what I had to offer, or how much it's grasped or gained. Oh my God. Do. Anywho, let's keep going. Jody's probably like, fuck you. Sorry, Jody. Dumb question. Stupid question with me. Who heals the healers? Now, when it comes to me, who heals me? The love or the experience of doing the right thing is what heals me. Or the family. The family I care about is what heals me. To answer your question, Jody. Cancer in a second. I don't see Jody anymore. Jody's probably pissed off. Did we piss off Jody? Jody's. I don't think that's the name. What is it? Stacy's got a gun. Jody's got a gun. Oh, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I know I pissed Jody off a little bit. Jody was like, I didn't expect him to call me out. Jody, where are you, Jody? We're waiting. We ain't gonna wait forever. Here we go. I'm just letting you vent, she says. Okay, Jody. Just keep it going, though. Just be careful. Like, all right, so I had some dumb bitch. Not you, Jody. It's not you. Jody, you're not the dumb bitch. And neither are any of you guys. Some of you might come towards me brand new as a dumb bitch, but that's different. I'm not worried about that. That's some dumb bitch that came at me once. I tried to be polite and nice. Came at me twice, and then I put her in check in the comment section. Then I'm like, listen, either you get rid of it or I'm getting rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, I should let it stand, and I should preach about it. But the fact of the matter is, it isn't about what you've been through or what you understand. It's about what you're willing to go through. And a lot of us forget what's important. A lot of us forget how niche, how important that is for our own souls. And I feel bad about that because it's like there's too much bullshit out there today that's going to try to entrap you or confuse you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like I'm beating against a dead horse. And I don't like that. I don't like that. But the best part about it too is as time goes on, you become more comfortable, more familiar with how people try to treat you or what you tolerate or respect. And you learn how to say no, God damn it, fuck you. Not towards you, Jody, but just in general. It was a good question, but it was kind of a question I don't think you expected a response to. Anywho. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's a silly question. Who heals the healers? I don't fucking know who heals them. I don't give a shit who heals them. They should learn how to heal themselves. To be honest, the answer is they should learn how to heal themselves. I've been in rooms before this channel where I've talked about how that healer would be negative towards me and that girl at the time. I don't even talk to that girl anymore. Me and that girl have no anything together. She actually asked me to predict what's going to happen with us, and I did. I didn't want to the exact month, and it happened. And I wasn't proud of it, but still, life is existence, and you have to admire what you can figure out without getting like stuck on dumb shit. I feel like the audience in YouTube and fucking all of these social media platforms are getting lost in stupid bullshit today, to where everything's becoming acceptable. This should not be acceptable. And I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? They would have laughed at us at the 60s or the 70s. They would have laughed at us in the 70s or the 80s, the time I was growing up. And I'm not laughing in the time we're in. I'm feeling the outcome of how they would feel towards the truth. And I'm like, and I don't blame them. I don't fucking blame them. I just feel like people are getting a little too lost and not learning. It's almost like people are getting too carried away or too separated from what real spiritualism is, and it's driving me fucking nuts. It's like I keep learning and gaining and trying to maneuver and pivot and gain and grasp more that's going to be helpful, but I feel like I'm being pulled more further away from an audience that should respect the acknowledgement of what's important. You know how fucked up that is? Think about how fucked up that is, especially if you have a male or a female mindset where it's like, well, if they're not willing to acknowledge or accept and you know it, but you've achieved it, just move on. And that's kind of how I'm built. Just move on. I did that with my last career, making $30 an hour. Are you shitting me? Fucking almost $40 an hour when I did overtime. And it's like, I said, no, fuck that. This place is too toxic. I can't be here. I don't want to be here. I gave you one shot, try to give you another shot because you guys kept trying to ring me back in because you know I worked that fucking hard and nobody else does. But your minds are all too fucking little for me. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I'm too strong for that. Anyways, let's go to Cancer. Let's go to Cancer. I'm thankful for a lot of you though, because you've shown me a lot of the way or helped me basically choreographed a lot of my life on figuring out what's going to make sense or how to be a spiritual leader, but how also to open up on more of a basically, I hate to say it, but basically it is true, but basically not just a spiritualist, but basically kind of like a therapist. I hate to be honest, but I will be fucking honest. Kind of like a therapist or figuring out the matter in between. And knowing it before I deal with anybody. Being careful and like methodical of the equation or the situation beforehand. Here we go. I am thankful for it, but it's still like, what the fuck? I mean, shit, like when I look at it like, man, why couldn't this shit have happened 10 years ago? But at the same time, that's from my own shit. Here we go. Doesn't mean what I do online started happening under 10 years. It didn't. It happened way before fucking I did online. You kidding me? All right, Cancer. Cancer's, you have this energy where it tells me the King of Wands, the Page of Wands reversed, the Devil reversed, where it's like you're not trusting communication or sure if you could even connect with it right now. I get this energy without the tarot that Cancer wants to connect with energy, but they don't feel like they can trust it, or they feel like it'd be bullshit. They want to see changes. They don't want to be hurt. But when it comes to emotions, they feel like they had to walk away from it because it was disturbing their happiness. I feel like it's made them feel stronger or more superior to their own nature. Something about I had to trust myself or balance up the scales, let go of things, and put work towards what's important for me. If it wasn't going to show up for me or fight for me, I had to fucking take it for full grasp or what it is and move the fuck on. I don't feel like you're something. I get this I just got this like really sad feeling. I don't feel like it made you feel happy to have to do this. I feel like you just felt like you had no choice. You have this, I had no option. I had no choice. I had to move in this direction. This person wasn't willing to change, or this person, I have two things. Person wasn't willing to change or sacrifice their time for you, or the person was very violent towards you. I have two weird fucking energies here. Anyways, the Fool. I don't feel like you're giving or I don't feel like you're obsessing over a past scenario that didn't happen. I feel like you're trying to put work or growth into situations that haven't moved as fast as you'd like to see them move. I feel like it is your main priority, though. I feel like you're learning to trust the aspects of it or put the work and effort into it because you've already dealt with the past and you've let it go. I've let this shit go energy. I've let it ride. I've experienced it. It hurt me. Or it hurt me. How much did it hurt them? Some of you may question how much it hurt them because you know how much it hurts you. But it's others of you didn't really worry about if it hurt them. You're worried about escaping. I get this escaping attitude. I have to escape the trauma or the violence. I get like a violent energy, a mean bastard energy. What did you learn? That you can go on your own, that you can nurture your own situations, and you can make it happen. You may have felt like things weren't going to be easy. You also may have felt like you didn't know if it was making sense for you to do it on your own. I feel like you had to just put the effort in. Something I have to put the effort in or believe it can happen. I also can't be hurt about something that I thought was in love with me. It's got to stay behind me. And I can't let it spoil where I'm going. I'm just going to focus on the things that make sense. I can't be upset or mad about things that I was attached to, that I wanted to see work out. Or what do you clarify the aware card? I got to clarify that. Cancer. Straight to the point. Moon card. You couldn't be you couldn't be reluctant to get stuck in energy that wasn't shifting towards your highest purpose, emotionally or just gradually shifting in general. I feel like something didn't feel like it was moving towards you. I feel like something was hurting you inside that you were aware of, that you said, I can't let this be my problem anymore. This can't happen. This can't happen. It's got to go. It's got to die. It's got to end. It has to end. You might have wanted to fight for it or felt like emotionally unsure of if it was a connection that would even listen to you or hear you out or see you out or trust you. Something about trust. Do you have I want to let go of the way things were in the past? You have like I'm owning the past energy. You have a very strong Cancer. You have a very strong I'm owning the past energy. Whether it was their fault, my fault, both our faults, I'm trying to own the past and move forward energy. And I feel like you don't want to be emotionally upset or stuck there anymore. I feel like mentally you can't be stuck there anymore. I feel like this is what it felt like for many years. I'm going to say years, not months, years. I felt like that Eight of Swords energy. It felt like that home wasn't being completed or the separation was too much. That's not going to be for the abusive thing. Some of you just had to move and knew that was the right direction. That might be for the abusive thing. You might have dealt with somebody who just didn't listen to you, the Emperor reversed, or didn't fight with you or fought with you all the time. Didn't fight for you or fought towards you all the time. Emotionally, I feel like you've had enough. I feel like it scared the shit out of you to leave. You couldn't look back when you left. That was the judgment that you had to make. That was the decision at hand. Whatever. I don't want to get too deep with Cancer. Almost a Taurus. Could have been a Taurus or an Earth sign that did it to you. Not all of you, but some of you. What the fuck? I'd be surprised if it was a Taurus. It feels like an Earth sign. I don't know which one it is. I didn't try to figure that out. Let's keep going. I skip Gemini again. I always skip Gemini. Fuck you, Gemini. No, I'm just kidding. I like Geminis. Sometimes. Gemini. I know, Joe. Thank you, Joe. I know. As I finish Cancer, I'm like, I skipped Gemini again. I feel like you belong in a third spot for the zodiac signs. I've been skipping you lately. I don't know what's going on with that energy. I've just been skipping you guys. What you going next? Show me something for Gemini, straight to the point, please. What is the message for Gemini? What is the message for Gemini? Uh-oh. I'm curious now. I'm not even pretending like I'm curious as shit. Especially because I skipped your ass. Here we go. What do you got for Gemini? Oh, what the fuck? I'm sorry. This is probably why I skip you. You're the only zodiac sign that every fucking time I've read you in the past like 3 or 4 times, you jump out with like a bolt of fucking tarot. It's not like 1 or 2 fucking cards come out. You come out with way too much fucking tarot, and you did it again. Look at this bullshit. It's not a quarter of the deck, but it goddamn might as well be. Stability. You're worried about stability or where it's heading. Uh-oh. It's almost like you want to see it, but you don't know if you can trust it. It's funny I say you don't know if you can trust it. You have, I don't know if I can communicate with it, if I can believe in it. And then you have, I can't trust it. Magician reversed. I think there's some shit. Change and balance. Some of you guys have this weird energy where things need to change or I'm going to run out of time. What? Shut the fuck. Here we go. Shut the front door. Here we go. Let's keep going. You also have a very lonely energy. The 10 of Cups reversed, I get this loneliness. Action. Strength. It's telling me some of you have had a hard time letting go of what you've dealt with. Some of you, I'm going to probably get fucking a bunch of people who hate this. It's just for me and being real. It makes me feel like there's stuff you've dealt with that you felt like you've moved away from, but you haven't. You talk like a good game, like you haven't. You fucking haven't, Gemini. It still boggles the mind. Money's also on the mind a lot. Opening up to a love scenario is another thing on your mind. Building a love scenario plus building more finances. Not being played with or cheated on is another thing what the fuck? You have an energy where when things come out of balance or upset you towards celebration, you try to pretend like they're not there or they don't exist. You come out very shallow to the existence of what really upset you. And you know you do this. And I know I ain't talking to the men. I'm talking to ladies. This is a ladies reading right now. You're definitely wanting to move out of this or establish a connection that feels solid. I just feel like you don't believe it can happen. I feel like you want to believe it can happen, but you just look away from it. I just get this, I don't know if it's there for me or if it's worth the while. Can I really go in that direction? Are the gates going to be golden towards, am I going to get the keys to the gold? Is it going to be love or is it going to be lust? Are they just going to fuck me or are they going to love me? Kind of energy. And the wheel. You yearn for love, manifesting it though, and seeing the happiness or the abundant outcome. But the past, I feel like it hinders you. It slows you down from achieving the things that are passionately what you want to involve or succeed in. The judgments, the outcomes. I feel like you sit back and you see it for what it is. I feel like you know it a little bit too, but you still hold off or you resist it. I get this. I resist it, or I don't cut out the things that stress me out. I don't work towards the things that I feel like I'm trying to let go. You have this. I'm trying to let go, or I've tried, or I've told myself to let go, but you fully haven't. You fully haven't. You'd be full of shit. If you look me in the eyes, I'd be staring at you in their face, and it'd be like, you're lying. Anybody who makes sense to this, some of you, not all of you, this is going to be for some. Some of you experienced maybe a side thing or a thing after the fact that was fun, playful, but you didn't have the tolerance or the patience for, or you felt like it wasn't up to your game. What is this? You feel like they couldn't play. You felt like they were playing fucking checkers when they should be playing chess with you. They just didn't feel at your level. It probably had a little bit to do either with an age gap or experience. They weren't experienced enough, or they just didn't hit your points. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck that. I'm not going into that direction. We're not doing that. The devil reversed, the chariot reversed. I feel like you're trying to focus on the things that are going to make you happy, or support your family right now. You have a strong, I need to focus on things that will make me happy, feel superior, or support my family. And nothing can get in my way. I'm done. Nothing can get in my way, dear Mother Gemini. Like, no, I'm not having it. I've given it thought. I almost get like I've prayed for it, or I've wanted to focus on making sure things worked out. But emotionally, I've been kind of locked out of being aware of the things I want to move towards because I've distractions. I feel like you've had distractions in the past, kind of fucked you up. I'm going to be honest. I feel like you've had distractions in the past that fucked you up, and now you're not willing to have those distractions. I also do feel like you're still trying to figure out what's going to make sense or make you happy right now. Deeply within inside of your own energy, Gemini. I feel like you're doing that. I don't need the tarot to tell you that. I feel like you know that. Here we go. Last part could have been for any sex. Definitely felt like one sex was surrounding the energy, but I'm not going to say which one. Here we go. Leo. Straight to the point for Leo. Oh, I'm almost out of soda. I'm going to have to go get a soda, guys. Money. Money, course of direction. It's definitely being worried about either money or focusing on how to establish course of direction or money right now for you. You could also feel like nobody's helping you. I get this nobody's helping me energy. I'm not getting any work accomplished. Wands, Temperance. I'm being tired of being aware of situations that emotionally upset me. So it feels like nothing feels like it's moving forward. Mostly in love, but somewhat in a direction to where things are changing or balancing out to what you would like. Hold on. It gives me, I'm not going to be disturbed with love outcomes energy. I'm going to keep putting work towards getting balance, but why? Because I've been hurting when it comes to speaking, or feeling like people wouldn't listen or care about how I feel, or mentally be there for it. You have this energy where it's like if mentally they expose themselves for who they are or what they are, you don't really want to deal with it. You have this I don't want to deal with it energy. And you might have had this energy for a while. Here we go. Oh, what the fuck is going on, Leo? Oh, you came flying out, but you came out in reverse. Not happy, unhappy about seeing the progress or the outcome with situations. Your surroundings have been what's been something that I feel like you've wanted to be emotionally accepted towards, but you emotionally felt kind of like closed off. I'm going to tell you closed off. I feel like you want to focus on passion, seeing the decision happen. I also feel like it makes you a little weary or untrustworthy towards building towards it. Why? You may feel like you need to invest in something you can trust right now, Leo. I feel like Leo feels like that I have to trust it before I can trust anything else or let things that have bogged me down upset me. Especially because I've seen the past, I've seen where I've been, have energy, and I'll cut free of anything that's disturbed me in the past. But if it's disturbing the past or with happiness, I need to manifest a new direction. I can't focus or be stuck on situations because I'll end up somewhere I don't belong. It'll stress you out too. It will stress you out until you start over. And you're strong enough to recognize I don't need to do that or be stressed out about a situation that will come and go and end when I could start a brand new beginning. I want to say faith, trust, and responsibility to knowing that I have balance for the balance to show up or the commitment to be real love. Something about I seek the change, I worship the power, but at the same time, does it worship me energy? You have this I really want it energy. I do feel like I'm tagging along with both sexes, but mostly 60-40 woman male. Maybe I'm getting it backwards. Maybe it's 60-40 men women. I don't know. But I do feel like you want to open up that energy or trust it. I just feel like it doesn't feel like it's showing up. I'm done. The world, I feel like it's not, it feels like it's not happening. Or you haven't seen it like come towards you kind of energy. Let's keep rolling. Sorry, Leo. I might have something better than that for you. Let me see if I can give you a little bit more. Hold on. Anything else for Leo? Straight to the point. Straight to the point for Leo. Leo, straight to the point. You're going to be very on your toes about what you can make happen right now. This may happen. I feel like it's for the next 4 to 6 months. I have 4 cards, but I feel like 4 to 6 months. You're going to be very focused on things that you can attain or move towards that bring in balance or excitement in your life. And if they feel unjust, you will cut them out. Love. You may also have the opportunity of love seeking you as this happens. Love may seek you as this happens. I did not expect that. I did not see that coming. Can't see it all. Some of you tells me you'll be nervous if you feel like it's true to deal with or if it's worth your while. It really depends on what you've dealt with or how far you've come in your healing in the past of situations. In other words, I do feel like when I read Gemini, I feel like you're over a situation, but you're still in love with the situation. Even if you told the world to your face, turned blue, that you're not over it, you're still in love with it. I don't feel like Leo's there, but I do feel like if Leo focuses too much on the past, they'll have that same outcome Gemini has where they won't let go to move forward to something better or greater, or they'll run from something before it can begin. Kind of energy, whatever the fuck that's about. I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing. It might have already happened for a couple of you, but I feel like that is what will keep being like the theme. I feel like you're going to be too constructed to focus on what you can work or achieve, how you can change. Maybe some of you, it's more showing the world more of your value. Some of you could be more of showing your own face, but it feels like your value. Or doing something with your face or makeup, whatever the fuck, I don't know. We're not getting into that. Face, makeup, hair, something like that. We're done. We're done. Here we go. Virgo. Shut this heater off before I die. God damn, it's hot here. Let's go. Virgo. Straight to the point for Virgo, please. Something makes me want to tell you. I'm looking at an award on my wall. It says highest achievement in protect sales, and it says the year 13. My name. I don't feel like I just looked at the gold on the on what's in front of me. That used to be in my room. I feel like just make it happen. I feel like I need to tell you to make it happen. I felt like the second I saw the gold, it was like, just tell them to make it happen. Make it happen. Believe it can happen. Whatever the fuck that's about. Here we go. Holy shit. Trust that it can happen. I feel like things have held you back for too long or upset you for too long. And now it's time to trust in not only who you are or the ability to seeing what you're passionate about, but what you can get, what you can gain from it. There are going to be things that you look at that upset you or that make you feel like you don't know if emotionally it's right for you. You're stronger than that. You're going to live through it or you already have. I also feel like you're going to need to communicate the things you want. If you don't communicate these things, it's just going to keep you standing still. Feeling like you should have. I get this. I should have, could have, would have energy. Some of you have held back on love, it's saying, or whatever. It's telling me you've held back on love. Excuse me. King of Coins, Two of Cups. Yeah, you've held back on loves or building love. I'm done. Victory reverse. You've held back on emotionally opening up or being set up to go towards it. Wheels reversed. It's like you're saying no to that right now. I feel like you're not taking action towards it. Who's not doing it, Virgo? I feel like you know you're not doing it. If you're very single, this reading's probably for you. I feel like you're more stroke. Your focus is more stroked on celebrating your achievements right now and going in that direction and working towards that, whatever this is about, and not lying about feeling out of balance with situations that didn't work out or didn't show change. I feel like you've walked away from that. I also feel like if it tried to come towards you or communicate, or you try to give it a second chance, it made you feel like, shit, why did I trust a situation that never really cared about me? And it made you want to get away from it. And I feel like you learned how to trust and be happy about your outcome, or believe that was the best scenario for you. What the fuck? So some of you guys, I feel like you put a lot of work and effort into seeing things for what they are. It's almost like shit got exposed to Virgo. They didn't want it to. And then once it did, Virgo had no choice but to take care of Virgo. And maybe others that they care about that are close or younger than them, like children. For some of you, it's children. For some of you, it's just taking care of your own mindset, or feeling like the progress can't be something that holds you back for too long, or delay in a process, whatever. All right. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Virgo, a little bit more for you. What we got for Virgo? Show me something for Virgo, please. Straight to the point, Virgo. What's here for Virgo? Not wanting to argue or fight with people. I feel like you're over that. I feel like you're trying to strive for balance or trust and being strong enough to achieve something different. Some of you could also be trying to achieve. I get this new beginning energy. I don't get that with this card, but I get like a new beginning energy with you. I want new beginnings. I want things to change that haven't moved forward. I want to see them work. I would love to focus on going towards love. You got double 10-10 here. Like, love foundation would mean a lot to you, but at the same time, it's not my sacrifice right now. I'll sacrifice making changes that make me happy at this time. Some other cards just fell. Some of you, let's see what the cards are. You have love coming in. Holy shit. Some of you guys, I almost feel like you're going to go through a great Wow, I wasn't going to do this. I feel like you're going to go through a great sacrifice, Virgo. And while you do it, some of you are going to be stuck on letting go of what hurt you in the past, or not focusing on what you wanted anymore. And then it starts to show up. I feel like that celebration starts to move towards you. I would have never. That's holy shit. Next card. Here you go, Virgo. Judgment. You want the next one? You want the next one? Victory. Some of you guys are going to find somebody that really wants to be with you, a counterpart that really wants to be with you, Virgo. I don't think you're expecting this. I don't think you're even looking for it. I don't feel it did the way that just dropped off the table, and it was like, look at me, bitch. And I'm like, okay. I feel like you're focused on the happiness you can take care of right now. I feel like you made this decision. I feel like it was really hard for you to trust or have the strength to know this is what's necessary, but you knew I had to acknowledge it, kind of energy. Okay, Virgo. But I do feel like somebody's going to be attracted to you, or somebody's going to want you to come towards. Oh, we're done. We're done. Here we go. Libra. I've probably pissed a lot of people off tonight. Hey, I get what I get, and people aren't really ready for like the future. They want to tell me right now. Tell me what happened yesterday. I was like, no, bitch. It already happened. You should be focused on the future. And then you should be focused on how well it was told to you. But a lot of people don't do that. They watch tarot. Trust me, I watched tarot at one point like you did too. Predicted for people just like you watched them. I watched them, but I also watched the skill set I had. Think about it. Doesn't blow my mind. Shouldn't blow yours. But it should open your mind up. Here we go. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And I can't be. There's so much more I could tell you guys, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm not here to cause drama, throw fucking shade, throw waves. Fuck that bullshit. I'm older, and I'm just like, fuck that. I don't need the headaches. I don't need the drama in my life. Who the fuck wants that? Not me. Here we go. Well, I know how to avoid it too, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm going to gain anything out of being honest. And that kind of is sad in my eyes because I'm like, well, it just shows me how hard you already knew how hard it was going to be to work. All right, let me just level with you so people aren't like, what is he saying? I know I could come out here and I could be like, Virgo, this is what's going to happen. Taurus, this is what's going to happen. Leo, this is what's going to happen. And I could just keep doing it with card after card, just make a bunch of shit up, and people will follow it and watch it and believe it like foolishly. But I choose not to do that. But that's what people accept. I've talked about this for years. Years. What does that tell you? Where I could just be like, they're gonna sniff your feet under the blankets, and then they don't sniff your fucking feet under the blankets, or your ass, or whatever the fuck it is. But people are like so shell shocked on either an audience experience, being a part of something, but they're not really stuck on the truth or the connection to spiritualism. And I don't. It's almost like a gimmick bullshit, and I'm like, that's fucking retarded. Like, what happened to society? And it disturbs me a little bit because I'm like, why am I trying so hard? Why am I learning so hard? But then again, I do have the respect to where it's like, well, if I leave it for the older people not to understand or focus on, whether they're younger or older, eventually it'll be towards the children. And I do understand that part of it. Here we go. Helping them. Anyways, but that stuff we don't talk about. Here we go. It's actually easier because they don't realize how open they are. Let's go. All right. Libra. Libra. Straight to the point for you. Straight to the point for Libra. Give me something good for them. What do you got? Ooh, Hermits. You either had an issue with an earth sign. I don't think it was earth. I think it was an air sign. I feel like it was a Gemini. You may have felt like a Gemini was playing games or mentally messing with you or emotionally making you feel like you didn't know what to do. What the fuck? Could have been an earth sign. Could have been a fire sign. Whatever. Whoever it was. Could have been a Leo. Could have been an Aries. Maybe a Sagittarius. You've learned that I have to grow on my own. Yeah, I'm done. I have to let it go and grow on my own. I have to move on my own. I have to do something for myself. You have 3, like, I need to move away from this energy, grow, like, accept. Yeah, it's like an accepting energy. Hold on. 8. Not be devastated or upset of situations that hurt you. You may have also felt like they put you got put out. You have this, I felt like you put me out energy. Some of you could be the reverse, could be the roles could be reversed. You could have made them feel put out. Okay. I'm done. Somebody didn't feel good about it. Somebody had to let it go, saw something coming to an ending or closure. I feel like they're trying to establish letting go of what hurt them or made them feel like it wasn't good enough. Something wasn't good enough to work with or come back towards. I feel like they're trying to put a lot of work and effort in themselves. I do feel like they're struggling to find what's going to work. This does feel like this could be Libra more than the person you dealt with. You just showed up. What's going on? It tells me you didn't want to stress about a situation that upsets you, but emotionally, so some of you, okay, this is going to be ironically weird. This is going to be weird as fuck. Some of you were like glad to move away from somebody that did you wrong. I got 3 scenarios. You're a Libra, you're probably a woman. You moved away from somebody who you felt did you wrong or did you dirty. Or it was the counterpart that felt like you're a man that did it to them. Now, I think it's 4 stories. Now, the other story I have is you didn't feel like you could really gain any narrative or understanding in a relationship, but you wanted to, but it was too late and it bothered you and you're still trying to let that go. Whatever. The only other thing I was picking up on was somebody felt like they didn't do enough or when they should have spoke, they didn't speak enough or show up enough for the other person. And it kind of closed the chapter on the situation. We're done. That's it, Libra. I'm done. Let's keep going. Here we go. Libra, we're going to give you a little bit more. I want more than that shit. It's too fucking open-ended for me. No, you just fucking do the Gemini bullshit. Let's do it. Love. So there's either going to be something you're focusing on soon or focuses on you soon, and it's love. I feel like things that upset you or may have hurt you, you're getting over it. This makes me feel like things that upset you, that you wanted to play with, or you felt like they treated you toxic, or you to each his own kind of energy, you're getting over it. The Hermit, I feel like you know that. I feel like your stability came to a closure. I feel like you're trying to put work and effort forward. Some of you are really trying to establish a stronger career or acceptance towards love and career, and not stress about going in that direction or seeing it happen. I will tell you though, some of you also come off in the middle of these cards where you may feel like it's too late. The Ace of Coins is stop thinking like that. Move towards what you should believe in. Don't get stuck on things that you don't see, and make shit happen. You got the wheel. It's up to you to make shit happen. If you believe it's going to end up like this, then you don't get this. The Three of Cups. You don't get the celebration, but you have to become aware of it. Not me. Not me. You have to figure this out for yourself, Libra. I feel like some of you, don't be a party pooper. Some of you either feel like you're too old or won't excite you. Just fucking tell them. Some of the women may feel like I'm too old or I don't want to do it again. Some of the men feel like it won't excite me or I won't be happy with the outcome or I don't even see it coming towards me for Libra male. Fuck that. I'm done with that energy. We're going to Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's go. Scorpio. What do you got for Scorpio? Straight to the point for them. Straight to the point for them. I like how your cards are shuffling. I'm kind of wondering what the fuck it's going to say, though. Here we go. That was fast as shit. You got one here. You get the moon card upright. No, excuse me, reversed. The flow reversed. I feel like you're aware of what you want to work with or work towards. Watch out, too. Watch out for getting sick, like a common cold. You could have just gotten over one, or you could get one that shows up for you. Because I feel like I'm getting sick. Watch out for getting sick, or somebody around you being sick. You look like you're really focused on things that are going to make you happy or things you can put forward. You also give me this energy like I want to play with new ideas, but it hasn't crossed my mind what's going to make sense to establish or make concrete. Some of you aren't infatuated or stuck on a love situation or said goodbye to had an ending to a love situation. The Hierophant, the Knight of Swords, and the Wand, something ended, or something's either ended in a love situation or you've been single a long time, whatever. Magician. I feel like you've been more focused and dedicated to work, opening up your imagination or your curiosity or your experience. I feel like you want all the keys. I get this. I want all the knowledge, all the experience, all the wisdom. Give it to me all. Kind of energy. What the fuck is that about? Two of Wands. I just want to see victories. I want to take the risks and I want them to come toward. You have this, I need everything you're very focused. I'm surprised you don't have the star card on the table yet. You have this, I want everything that I feel like I can attain to show up in front of me now. I want the change. Show me something. Scorpio. I want to see a build. I want to see growth. I want to see movement. I really need the movement. Some of you may feel like the world or relationships have not been that kind to you. Some of you have tried not to lose your patience with it. Oh my God, you showed up right after I said this. The Death card. I feel like emotionally, you're trying to focus on the stability. You may have been worried about situations People around you may have given you like a fright or a worry or a feeling that there's something you had to worry about. Emotionally, I feel like you're not trying to worry about things of the past, only the things that you can focus on that are going to bring a happy outcome. You also may want to speak to people who you don't have to cut off anymore. I get this energy where if they make me feel like I'm going to have to seclude myself or feel like I can't be myself around them, I can't grow with them, I can't have that emotion around me. I will go after the things I can be aware of, and I can't lie to myself about what's best for my own happiness, my own passion, my own creation, strength, and the wheel. I feel like you've already dealt with things that didn't work out or that you had to cut free of. Some of you had to do with being okay, separated in love for a while, or just recently. It's either you've been single a long ass time or you're recently becoming single, whatever. I don't feel like you're letting the change bog you down or slow your mind or concept down of what you want to achieve. I feel like you're not doing that. I feel like you do feel sorry about a situation, but you can't be devastated or too struck on situations that you felt like were very unhealthy or had like badness around it, unhealthy demons, bad shit. If it wasn't demons, it was just unhealthy bullshit, toxic shit from the past. I feel like you took a while to see it for what it was or to establish I need to be my own resource of energy. If you were in a relationship, you had to see it for yourself. If you've been single for a while, you may feel like everybody treated me like I was the bad person, whether it was family or love. I feel like you're letting that go. But I also feel like you need to trust to open up towards love and not get stuck on things that you've dealt with for those who have been single for a while. And there's that manifest card. You got to manifest the stuff you can trust or believe in and cut out all the bullshit in between. You deserve love. If you've been single for a long time, you deserve it. I just feel like you're hiding from it. I don't know who the fuck that's for, but don't hide from something that's looking for you and that you want to, even if you won't admit it. You have this. I get this. It's so fucking awkward. Like you would go after it, but you don't trust it. It's almost like too much of a merry-go-round bullshit. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm like, what the fuck? How do you work with that? And I feel like I don't have to work with it. You have to work it out, kind of energy. Maybe the past was a little bit more surreal than I'm picking up for you right now because I'm trying to read so many energies, but I don't feel like that's the case either. I just feel like it might have hurt you, but you never really let go of focusing on going back towards something that could be, you know, sustain reality for you or make you really happy. And I feel like you deserve that. I do feel like you deserve. I'm done. I am done. All right, I am done because some of you needed to get away from a motherfucker. Others of you need to fucking learn how to go towards a motherfucker. And you're giving me a fucking headache thinking about having to tell one side of the fucking fence this, the other side of the fence that, and now we're gonna do Sagittarius. God damn it! No, fuck that bullshit. Figure it out. Figure out the madness. I'm sick of that bullshit already. And fucking throat spray or something because my throat hurts like a bitch. Here we go. Sagittarius. Could be your throat or your stomach, by the way. Scorpio. Here we go. Let's go. Whew. It doesn't have to be now. It's coming. It's coming. If you didn't already experience it, it's coming. Here we go. That's the sickness shit. Sagittarius. Trying not to be upset about which way to move or feeling like the movement that you wanted to take. Some of you, it's more or less grasping, wanting to be further ahead than you are or seeing more things happen in your life than they have. What the fuck? That doesn't, none of that comes out of those cards. It comes out of me. I just feel like having more energy. Change. You really want change. Value of change, seeing change happen. You really want changes. And it's like, I don't only feel like you valid, I feel like you have truth behind it. You know this. Look at, I'm done. You're fucking aware of it. You're so aware of it. What's this card? Some of you, it's being hurt in love, or it's working on your own, sacrificing situations that didn't work out in love to work on things for yourself, but also feeling a little upset about the things that happened in the past, or moving forward triumphantly with success on your own. I get this not needing to be with somebody, but not feeling like, kind of feeling a little deflated or defeated energy. I don't care what your sex is. You may have felt like you also have this energy where the past, it's not in front of me. It's what I feel. I feel like I don't need the tarot tonight for you guys, for a lot of you guys. All right, so I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like you don't feel like people are really appreciate you for who you were. The cards aren't saying that, even though it says lie. It says fucking 10 of wands, don't feel sorry for yourself. It says, like, what's the anxiety, the fear about, or what can you trust? No. The cards say something a little different. I feel like there's been a situation in your life where things that you wanted to trust or go towards didn't work out. And it was hard for you to move or basically just go away from it. So cards say it was a love thing that it was a love thing. It was either a love situation or a family situation that kind of planted the seeds to erupt. I do feel like you're trying to work your way out of this, try to get strong enough to be bold enough to move in a different area or fulfillment, change, death, rebirth, move even more. You have this move energy. I gotta move. I can't stay still. The wheel, I do feel stuck. The wheel is reversed, and I have a little bit of anxiety about what I feel about or how I'm gonna move forward. Why? Oh, it's so sad. That is so sad. You give me this energy where it's like I feel so good to people. I treat people so good, but I get treated like shit. Nobody listens or trusts me. Energy. Trust me, I've been there. Here we go. Cups. I emotionally listen, but every time I make a direction, emotionally I get hurt. And there you are. I get hurt. You have this I get hurt or left behind energy. Nobody really accepts the stability or the honor I have. Everybody just plays games with me. They frustrate the fuck out of me or they fuck me over energy. I don't like that. Do feel like emotionally you've learned to say, you know what, fuck that. I can't emotionally feel like it's a problem anymore. I've got to move on from a situation. Let's look at it together. I can't fight battles that aren't mine. I have to rush forward and let it go. I have to say goodbye to that bullshit. Let's check it out together. I can't stress about it. That toxicity's not yours to own. It's not yours to own. Your celebrations are. The past will teach you something. It'll teach you what you might have played with, what you might have tried to communicate with, what you focused on, but also the outcomes, the reality. If something isn't willing to change or adapt or grow with you, it doesn't make it bad for you or for them. It's an experience. It may hurt at first, but it's just going to help you find something else. I'm done. It's going to help you find something else that you are attached to. That's what you get. That's what you get. Let go of the things that didn't work out and focus on the victories that can happen, not the things that hurt you. Could have definitely been a water or an air sign, by the way, but we're done. We're done. All right. I hope that made sense to a lot of people out here. Please remember to hit the like button. I'm so tempted to go get a soda. I almost said a cigarette. I got cigarettes right here. But I'm so tempted to go get a soda because I'm out. I don't really want another soda, but I do have Gatorade up there, but I already started with soda. Drink soda. It's kind of like, it'll help the fucking shit Scorpio. Scorpio, fuck my throat up. Maybe I'm just getting sick. It's not that bad down here. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Scorpio. I do Sag. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette with a sore throat. Fuck it. I might start sounding like a frog. I don't care. Like, hey, guess what happened? You'd be like, what the fuck did he say? What did he say? Let's go. Ribbit. Let's do this. I almost Capricorn. We're on Capricorn. I almost did Sagittarius again. No, who just did you? Your shit. Your shit felt like you've already been somewhere you knew where you've been. You want more. You're aiming to get more. Some of you accomplished more, but you're wanting a little bit of love in between because it was so shallow for a while. Fuck that. But it was. It wasn't, you know. Let's go. We're not going into your shit. I'm not getting personal. These ain't personal. We ain't doing that tonight. No. Well, maybe a little. For some, maybe a little, but not much. Capricorn. You got the Knight of Wands reversed. Let's do it together, baby. What is your mind on? I'll clarify it for Capricorn. Okay, so your mind is, it's telling me your mind wants to, okay, I get a couple of things with this shit. You're not really trying to focus your imagination on the fightings or the wounds of a love situation that turn into turmoil. Others of you are fascinated by the exotic nature of sex. It's on the table. You got the Knight of Wands. You've got the Eight of Cups. Excuse me, the Nine of Cups. The Five of Wands and the Lovers. You got this energy where it's like either you don't want to be pulled in that direction at all, or you're fascinated by the next best fuck. I'm sorry, but it's what I'm getting. Rebirth, direction. Some of you are wanting to be careful about the direction, though, too. You get this energy where it's like, I need to worry about if I can trust it. What? Here we go. Didn't want to go back in. That's what you get. Hangman upright, High Priestess. And it's almost like you don't want to be fascinated by something that feels like it comes in and goes out. You have this, if it comes in and goes out, or it's flyby, I'll make a decision before that can happen. Bottom of the deck, you'll make the decision. What's after it? Emotionally, how will you react? You'll take care of yourself. You'll let go of the situation. You will feel like you missed out. I get this. I'll feel like I missed out, or I should have. You have this. I should have went after it energy, but I'm glad I didn't. Something about I'm glad I didn't. Emperor, I said no. I didn't emotionally accept it. I cut it off. It's like I said no. I don't need the bullshit. I don't need the lies, the deception. Fuck the bullshit kind of energy. You're very like no, like don't fuck with me. Like it's almost like you want to have game, but you don't want game to come towards you. What is that? I love that. And you know it. It's telling me you fucking know this. You fucking weirdo. Like, what the fuck? Don't lie. Don't lie. You know you want it. You don't want something from the past to show up or to repeat itself. I get it. It's not feeling the same way you did. You want to rush away from that. Find a direction that makes sense. Now I get it. Because whatever threw you off balance, I feel like you had to study or research this and recognize, you know what, I can't have that happen again. I can't focus on the past dilemma, something I wanted, because it did hurt. And not all of you spoke about how much it made you feel emotionally. Emotionally. I said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not talking about it. I was patient with the situation. But at the end of the day, it did. I feel like it did sting. I get this, it did sting, and you're aware that it stung like a bitch. You could be either one, man or woman. Some women may have felt like they were duped in love, where the men felt like she never really wanted. Well, I'm done. She never really wanted me or knew what she wanted, and now you're trying to clarify the thought process or feeling behind it. Some of you, it was like let a good times roll. Some of you, it was like I'm just gonna have fun, or that's how they thought they could like basically treat you kind of like a punching bag. And I don't feel like you liked that. I feel like it made you feel guarded with them, or made you focus on stability and your goals, your worth, more than anything. Whatever. Here we go. You also may have emotionally felt like something was that you were attached to or close to. It became separated. It just feel like you're hurt. This could be a family member that you had to let go of. For some of you, something you weren't ready to do emotionally. I feel like you're getting out of feeling hurt or feeling distant from a situation that stressed you out. What the fuck? The Fool, the Strength. Clarify. You're really focused on your goals and your worth. Clarify the Fool. And taking action towards the things that are going to make sense. I don't feel like you want to look back anymore or feel any more pain. Or I don't want to say pain, but it's almost like pain or angst energy towards things that emotionally triggered you or hurt you. I feel like you've learned your lesson. Something about I've learned my lessons. I need to find balance, and I need to support loving myself or finding true love. The Hierophant is tackled with I can find the victory, but at the same time, I don't see you struggling for it to be like it has to happen now energy. I don't get that. I feel like you're willing to put the work towards it or hoping it'll sacrifice itself to find you. What? Here we go. The Sun is reversed with coins. I don't feel like you're going to let anything stump your growth right now. I feel like your growth is imperative for everything. I feel like that's what you're aiming to do and not stress about the happiness or the conditioning of love. I feel like you've learned a lot you'd like to move towards it, but a lot of change would have to happen for you to value it. Okay, that's what you get, Cappy. A lot of change would have to happen, like more change than people change their fucking socks kind of energy. What the fuck? It just doesn't feel like, I can't even say surreal. It's deeper than that. It's like, I want to say the person would have to worship the ground you walk on. No, they better lick your bathwater. Like, it's bad. Like, it's deep. And I don't know if it has to do with past trauma or it has to do with people treating you like shit, but it has something to do with that where you're not letting it go. You feel that intently. And it's like you try to get close, but then it's like, you know what? I'll just go have fun with somebody else, but it won't last. And I'll accept it. Like I want to manifest what I want, but nobody can appreciate what I have. What the fuck? I'm not doing that one again. I hope that does not come up for a while because I do not want to keep reading shit like that. I just because it makes me feel like you're gaining so much perspective of what's happened, but you're still holding back from things that have kind of been diluted. Like basically that have been hidden to how you really feel. Whatever. It kind of upset me a little bit because I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop reading that energy. This has happened to me with certain signs in the past where it just doesn't. Pisces, Scorpio, maybe fucking Leo. I don't know about Leo, but I definitely know Pisces. I definitely know Scorpio, Libra, definitely. Libra went for like 3 or 4 fucking months where I couldn't shake the fucking energy. People were like, why is it always the same reading? Because I don't try to shift the fucking energy that's in front of me. I don't try to make it to the acceptance that you want. I try to read what I feel. And if you're not willing to change, do you think the energy is going to change? Ta-ha, aha moment, epiphany. Think about that shit. You know what I mean? You can't fuck with people. People can fuck with you or talk their shit or try to make themselves look proud. But I'm that some bitch you sit in front of who throw those down, be on the phone with your ass and just be like, yep, this is what's going to happen. Or this is what you're going through. And you get dead ass silent knowing I know more than I should. You'll fucking wonder, is he throwing cards around? No, I ain't touching a motherfucking card. Please. Like, you have to become legit and honest with yourself. It isn't about who has a stronger motive or who's better than who or who can do what and who can't do what. It's about what you honor and if they honor what they do. That is the key. And a lot of people today, it's all about how can I become something that I'm not. And to me, it's disgusting. Some are working towards learning about it. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Others are manipulating the fuck out of you. And I'm aware of it. I'm very aware of it. I'm very aware of some. Imagine sitting there with a girl that modded all these big channels at one time, you know, and you're giving all these predictions to the big channels before your channel started. You know, not KC, the girl before her. And you're giving all these predictions to them. Nobody fucking knows, but you're doing it. You're talking to them. And it's happening in their lives. In their lives. And she brings you to a channel. I'll never fucking forget it. She brings you to a channel. And I'm like, I don't watch her. I don't really like her energy. You know, like, I can't do that. And then you finally let her sucker you in, talk you into going in there. Yet you have to explain to her what's going to happen, what the reader's going to do, and the reader does it. But you already told her. You already gave her the fucking notice before it happened, and it had to involve with her and you. But you were wise enough to understand it, see it, psychically pick up on it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pick up on where the fuck's my homework sheet. I lost my fucking homework. My dog fucking chewed my shoe or my fucking glass slipper. Can you find my glass slipper? Get off the object bullshit. Or you know what I mean? Like, have I picked up on objects? Absolutely. But am I gonna aim to do that for you? Fuck no. You know how difficult that shit is? No. Hail to the no. Have I done it? Yes. Is it not fun? Absolutely. Does it tire me out? Make me want to go to sleep for like 3 hours? Hell yeah. Fuck that. Usually it's like a fucking car or an animal. The animal doesn't tire me out because it's actually alive than something that's not alive. Like, fuck all that shit. Anyways, Aquarius, we're done. We're done. I'm shutting the fuck up. We're done. Aquarius, shut the fuck up. People won't understand you. Ting tong ting. I can't understand you. I'm done with that shit. Let's go. Be who you're gonna be. Be ready for what you're ready for. Accept what you. I'm more upset with people fucking just trying to ridicule spirituality in general. It's one thing to to recognize when people don't have skill sets and they do very well and people follow them, and how hard it is for an authentic psychic medium like myself to actually teach you. It's one thing to see that on the internet on the genre of tarot that I do. It's one thing to see that and be like, this person's dumb as rocks. They just fucking make shit up, and it's not going to resonate. And I know the people, if they're smart enough to pay attention, it don't, but they're stuck in what they know or what they think is okay, or they feel comfortable where they're at. That's one thing. But then to see other fucking things shitting on it, you know, other fucking things that have nothing to do with it coming towards it and trying to use it to their advantage, it disgusts me even more. Oh, it gets me hot. I saw it tonight. It was so hard when I posted the last 3 posts on my community channel. Fucking, I'm gonna smoke like a fucking sip. When I posted the last 3 posts, I really wanted to post that fucking post and say, we're gonna talk about this. I didn't do it though, because I'm like, people don't want to hear that. They just want to hear about themselves. Be honest, be authentic. They don't care about what you're going to tell them. They don't care about that. They just want to hear about, what can you tell me about me? And it's too bad, because that's where the world's going with it. Anywho, let's keep rolling. Welcome in, everybody. Let's go. Aquarius. Clarify it. Clarify that card for me for Aquarius. I think it's going to be good. I don't know, though, for sure. Let's see what happens. Let's do it together. Clarify that card. Woo-hoo-hoo. You could have victories. I feel like you're going to have victories with some of you. It's going to be with people that are close to you. I don't feel like it's going to feel like a win, though. I feel like if you were to communicate with them, they're going to feel, they could be either, and I'm going to say it, they could be a water, air, or fire sign. Water, air, fire sign. Watch out for this. They could feel like what you have to say is you focusing on what you want and not what they want. I feel like they're not going to focus on their, I'm done. I feel like they're not going to focus on their own growth. I feel like they know it. I feel like they want to see things change or shift. It's almost like they want to listen, but they don't. For you to get balance in the 8 of Wands on top of it, and then the swords, they're not listening. They're not willing to balance out situations that could provide stability. Emotionally, they're kind of a mess. You may have a younger energy around you that's a little bit of a mess emotionally, that hasn't learned how to trust or work or establish connections or build with them and stay significant with them. You know, I just feel like they want to feel like they can lead their own situations. What the hell? They also may feel like, okay, so I get this energy where if you have a conversation with somebody, they're gonna feel like you can't talk to them, or you don't care about them. They're going to play the, well, you just don't care about me energy towards you. Fuck that shit. I feel like you're going to have to see through that bullshit, balance through that, and just go with what has to be said. If they want to be foolish about it or uptight about it, whatever, work through it. Let them figure out what's upsetting them, what's something about slowing them down energy. I do feel like it's going to give you a little bit of anxiety or make you feel like you should be regretful. I don't think you need to do that. I feel like you just need to be strong about what you do. I feel like I'm going to tell you, I feel like you need to pursue it. Something about pursue it. I don't feel like you can make somebody happy. I'm done. Let me show you together. I feel like you can make somebody emotionally content or happy. I just don't feel like you can do this. And I feel like you know this. I feel like you're aware of it. I feel like you need to let it go and walk away. It's been too fucking much. It's been too much. And now I feel like you're at the end with it. And you don't want it to be destructive or to cause you any disruption in your life anymore. I feel like you want peace. You may even be trying to take care of them or their exterior family or something like that. I don't know. Family that you were invited to, maybe family you had with them. Whatever. Could be a Gemini, could be a fucking water sign, could be a fire sign, whatever it is. It definitely could be water sign. If it's not water, fire, it's water, fire, or air. This is what I'm picking up. The world. I feel like it's time for you to expect things to change. Not only with this person, but with how you go forward. And not stress about feeling like you're your only support system, because that's what it's showing up. It's showing up there's been no love or no fulfillment in your own cup. Let me explain this to you. The world, 3 of Cups reversed, stressing out about feeling like, am I ever going to be satisfied or happy? I feel like I feel like that's you saying no. You need to believe yes. That tells me you need to believe yes. Put the work in to see the change. I feel like if you put the work in to see the change, it will happen. Aquarius, I hate to say it. I feel like Aquarius is one of those really fucking, like, almost too smart for their good signs. Too smart, or they keep a lot of how smart they are to themselves. Not all. Guys definitely do it, but I can't speak for the women. They may tell another woman or another male friend, or whatever they're close to each his own, but it's almost like I feel like you're going to start experiencing or acknowledging the things that you haven't done that you need to do. And it's not going to be easy. I get this is not going to be easy, or you haven't wanted to come forward with it. But I feel like this is your nature. Whatever, it's driving me nuts thinking about it. Give me something else for Aquarius, please. Show me something else for Aquarius. Okay. Clarify it. Oh, that's so fast. That's way too fast. It's just telling me, whoever it is, they'll be upset. They'll be upset for a while about how you respond to them. They'll get over it. Death card is they'll get over it. But I do feel like for you to get the Lovers, the Death, the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Cups reversed, it's going to take time. It's going to take time for them to nurture or heal through this. It'll take a little bit of time before they get over it. Before they move on. It'll take a while before they're going to feel a little wounded before they move on. I'm done. Like, they have to go through this. They have to go through this. I don't feel like it's anything you did. I feel like it's everything they're not willing to trust or believe in. Something about they need to believe in it, but a lot of it has to for them to believe in themselves and not put you in the equation where you're the you come up as they want to. I hate to say this, but I feel like they want to blame you for their past. They want to blame you for shit they've been through, and that's probably what's going to happen. If you have a deep conversation with somebody outside of your own sign, Aquarius, watch it happen. Watch that bullshit happen, because it's probably going to happen. We're done. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm getting. Take your time. Be light with them, but at the same time, be honest. Be very honest about how you feel. Just remind yourself that you're not dealing with yourself. Why is it coming off like that? It almost feels like if you come off too pronounced, it's going to be a problem for them. And that's going to cause that, like, the dispute you don't need. Don't do that. Just say what you got to say kind of lightly. Let them feed into it. They're still going to get mad. I still get, like, somebody's going to be upset with you, or they're already upset with you because they feel like they can't get through to you. that isn't you. That's them trying to get through to what you have to say or appreciate who you are or who you are to them. That doesn't show how much you love them. It shows how much they love a situation with you, but they're stuck in something they haven't let go of. I'm done. I'm so done with that. That one's like, what the fuck? And that's gonna be difficult. That is not gonna be fucking. I'm itchy left hand. That's not gonna be an easy fucking I win the battle situation. That's gonna be like a. You're gonna think about it. You're going to think about it. You might even feel bad about it and not want to really talk about it, kind of energy. But you're going to know at the end of the day, like, you know what, if I didn't tell them, I wouldn't be happy or justifying what's right for me or doing anything right for anybody else. Here we go. Pisces. I don't know if that's happened or it's going to happen, but it feels like it's coming around the bend. If it has not happened, it's showing up soon. It's showing up to where it can't be delayed anymore. Let's go. Pisces. What do we have for you, Pisces? Shit. Straight to the point for Pisces. Let's see what we get. One more. No, one more. Pisces. There we go. There we go. That feels a little. I felt something weird in my hair right after. Let's do this. Not trying to let anything emotionally rattle you. I feel like a love situation could have been with a fire sign, water sign, maybe an earth sign. Feels like fire, water, definitely fire, water that you wanted to work with. It showed lack of passion or direction. It made you feel as if it didn't care about you. You had to work on your own. You went towards wanting to see changes in love, or you were trying to admire a situation that was hurting you. I feel like you've outgrown this, whatever this is about. I feel like something, it definitely could have been a fire sign. If it's not a fire sign, it's another water sign. I feel like you looked back at a situation and then you realized, I've already been through this. I can't lie to myself about how emotionally I feel. I can't be stressed out. I have to work towards things that are going to make a difference. I also do see that you may have felt like cutting off ties or communication was the right thing to do, but emotionally, it did feel like you became very distant from everything around you socially. Socially, kind of let go of moving towards more of people or situations, kind of became in the shadows, whatever the fuck that's about. The Fool, Page, the Cups, the Hangman. I feel like you don't want to be stuck with situations that hurt anymore. I feel like you want to embark on a new beginning. This makes me feel like you want a new beginning, but at the same time, you're not sure if you're ready to trust that new beginning. I feel like you're wanting one, but you're not sure if you can trust it or hold it tight to your heart. Something like, I want that to show up, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for it or if it's ready for me. It feels more like if it's ready for me. Star. It's a lack of trust. It's telling me you don't trust believing in something to be able to stand your ground, stand its time with you. You feel like it'll start and stop. You may not feel like you have the patience for it. Emotionally, I do see you wanting not to have to focus on things that have happened. But at the same time, I do feel like you feel like a lot of the things you've dealt with keep rehearsing itself, or basically keep reiterating itself. What's going on? You may be trying to work on establishing letting go of things that didn't work out, or focusing, I'm going to say family, also not lying about things that you needed to cut out or emotionally treated you like you were an option. Like you were an option, or they had other options behind them, more cups than just you. Something like that. Could have been a man who made you feel this way. You could have also felt like shit. I wanted to work towards something. I was very intrigued by this love situation and moving towards it. But at the end of the day, I needed to work on balancing out my own situations versus focusing on directions that weren't going to work out, making sure I make the right decision to move forward. That's how I'll get balance. You might have struggled to feel like you were getting growth or determination with being aware with things that were stressing you out until you recognize their past tense. All right, the cups to the strength. I feel like it made you stronger and it made you judge things a little bit better. I also feel like you're going to go towards a happy outcome, but you have to remember where you've been. You have the devil on the sun reverse. For you to get to a happy celebration, you have to let go of the things that weren't making you happy or that were holding you back or hurting you. You might have tried to fight towards believing your imagination was going to be true, just to realize I can't believe in a situation that doesn't show up for me. Something about it wasn't showing up for me, or it wasn't showing me that I was important. You have this, if it wanted me to believe I was important, it would have been their energy. What the hell? And I feel like for some of you, it happened once. Could have been a third party. Others of you, if it wasn't a third party, it was a relationship. You're not in anymore. Then you tried something else, and it felt like it was the same thing. Not the same exactly, but very similar. Not different enough to recognize what you already dealt with. Whatever. Here we go. Give me something else for Pisces, please. Straight to the point. Be patient with yourself, Pisces, and trust in your decisions, or letting go of situations that had to end. You know, things might have had to end so you could start over. And I feel like you need to remember that. Emotionally, I do see you're letting go of things that upset you. You have all the emotions are in reverse. The Knight of Cups. You have the Knight of Coins. Excuse me. Well, it'd be the Ten of Coins, but you have it in reverse. I feel like the things you want to build with the Six of Cups in reverse, the Swords in reverse, and that's the Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like you've learned not to stress about things that didn't show up for you or made you feel like you couldn't trust them. I feel like it took a while for you to let go the wheel. I feel like you had to learn your lessons, that these victories weren't meant to be had, or you weren't meant to fight for them. You had to balance out situations that were going to make you happy. Something about make you happy. Honestly, it makes me feel like you had to cut through some bullshit, put a little more groundwork in towards focusing on your own stability, trusting yourself, not being emotionally upset about it, and focusing on knowing that you deserve true love. Something about I deserve true love, or there is somebody out there for me, and believing that that can happen. I almost feel like you don't let go of something. Don't let anybody spoil your milk. You know, your milk. I don't care if it's your water. I don't care if it's your ginger ale, whatever you drink. Salsa water, fucking whatever you drink. Focus on the foundations that you can achieve and the balance you can get, because I feel like that's your message. I feel like that's what you're supposed to go after. I don't feel like you're supposed to focus on the mishaps. I feel like the mishaps kind of tried to challenge you, to throw you off, but really what they were doing is adapting a stronger truth and getting you to acknowledge or appreciate what you want to accept going forward. And I feel like you're aware of this, but I still feel like you put doubt to it that you can't put doubt to anymore. I feel like you can't do this. I don't feel like you're supposed to do that. This is what I see for you. Anything else for Pisces? You waited the longest. I'll give you a little bit more, and we're done. Straight to the point for Pisces. Straight to the point for Pisces. Show me something for Pisces. What do you have for them? You may not be feeling like you want to chase love right now, it's telling me. Okay, so saying you don't want to chase it, but you'd be happy with it. Or you would be willing to put work toward it. You'd be willing to move towards it, but at the same time, Eight of Swords, you're not trying to obsess over it or be worried about it, or worried about the work or effort of the foundation, clarify it. But you'd like to see it build momentum. But you don't want anybody to play with you. I feel like you don't want to feel guarded or have anybody play with your heart. I feel like you're trusting your own resource or integrity. Something about I got to trust myself in a situation. I'm not going to let anybody lock me down or hurt me. I'll move away from that, or I won't give it that expansion to where mentally it blocks me or upsets me anymore. I feel like you've already dealt with that, done that. Page of Wands. You may have communication coming in. It may be something fun to deal with, but I don't know if you're going to really trust it. The Temperance and the Ace of Swords reverse makes me feel like you may not trust it. You may not feel like it's real. The Moon, you may feel like you're aware that the growth of it is going to be something of a past time, and that'll be the outcome it is. So it's almost like somebody could come towards you and flatter you, but you don't really trust the situation or build with it. This is what I see for all of you. I hope you guys all enjoy these messages. Please remember to hit the like button. I'm going to go drink a soda, smoke a cigarette, enjoy my music. I'm going to go to sleep. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience with me. It wasn't you guys. And I know everybody won't see this, but it wasn't you guys why I didn't come live. A lot of people out there may think I didn't come live on the channel because of them. No, it was because of me. It was because for the first time in a long time, I felt like everything that I had gained or offered a person was just being taken away. And I couldn't do personal readings. I had people that wanted them. Um, and I denied the last two. I paid somebody back. The first person that ever tipped me $25 sent them the whole fucking fee back. I said, nope, take your money back. Don't want it. Can't do it. There was prior issue the week before. I didn't feel well. The next week it happened. I knew something was off with me. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do the wrong thing. So I sent the money back. Then recently, I was supposed to read somebody today, and they didn't like that I wanted to do something with my child instead of them. And they were like, I've waited 2 weeks. And I'm like, you also try to cut ahead of a bunch of people. And I didn't like that. And I don't like your energy now. So get the fuck out of here. Thumbs up, goodbye. See you later kind of energy. But anyways, that's life is life. I want you all to be safe. Have a good rest of tonight, the week. What is this? Is it Sunday? It is Sunday night. Yeah, I took my kid to the parade with his mom today. So have a good rest of the night or day, wherever time frame you're from. Enjoy the week, and whether you celebrate Christmas, get the tree up. I got to do that soon. I get the fucking tree up. But I will talk to you guys later. I want to say thanks again for all of you being patient. It wasn't you guys, it was me. I recognized for a change, I'm like a normal person. And it didn't sit well with me. I also got really frustrated and angry, easier than normal. And I saw it all coming. And then, like, somebody read my astrology report, sends it to me, and they're like, it was good you didn't read that person. It would have been shit. And you knew that. And I'm like, yeah. So, but it just got heavier and heavier for me. But we all go through shit. Life is life. I want you all to have a good night, a good week, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Bye, everyone.